Alright guys, before we get into this video, yes, I'm going to talk to you about Futtrading.co.uk. I know a few of you guys don't like that I do this, but it's no different than someone advertising a coin selling website, which I don't agree with. This is mine and Dan's hard work that obviously allows us to do this full time. It means you guys get loads of videos, so I'm always going to advertise it. But Futtrading.co.uk, last month we gave away a next generation console. We're looking to do that again this month. I will let you guys know details shortly. Just got to convince Dan basically. But £10 a month gets you access to tier 1 buy-in prices. That is icons, shadow specials, silvers and Thursday flips. Tier 2 gets you access to live filters, chem-style filters, UCL filters, and the trade storage, as well as fluctuations, which is incredible right now. The people that are doing fluctuations are making millions each week. No exaggeration for that. And tier 3 has just recently been added. That includes a bot that we have developed ourselves for fluctuations, and it literally tells you when to go and buy those cards, at what price for, and at what price to sell them for. It pings you personally. It's an absolutely awesome piece of kit. And if you look to the right hand side, this is Discord. Make sure you join the Discord, even if you're not a website subscriber. But you can see already 420 people online on our Discord right now, trading, working together, having good fun. So make sure you join the Discord. Make sure you subscribe at futtrading.co.uk. But for now, let's get into the video. Yo, what is up guys? Welcome back to a new video with me, Fuzzball40. As always, if you're new around here, make sure you do subscribe down below. And make sure your notifications are turned on so you never miss an upload. As always, you get 3 a day on this channel. The morning video, League, SBC, Method to Glory. And if you haven't seen this morning's video, go back and watch it. With the Prime Icon Pack coming out, we've got an utterly insane pull from the Prime Icon Pack. And the plan is to try and craft 2 or 3 more of them this week alone and see if we can get something ridiculous for the squad. But well worth a watch. The evening video, this video is always a trading video, teaching you guys how to make coins or showing you guys how I've made coins so you guys can go out and do the same things yourself. It allows you to grind the game without using money on FIFA points and get a more competitive team, have fun on the game without relying upon EA and their content. And the midnight content itself is always a mixture of picks, packs, upgrades, all that awesome stuff. My thoughts on the game, whatever it is, make sure you check it out. But today's video follows on from yesterday's 5:15, and we talked about Thursday flips and how things went. As a basic sort of thing for you, the blue UCL cards all went up in price, which has done very well. Fodder's up. It's not up, like it's not rocketed just yet from the fodder we bought. It's up without being like extremely high. It will go up bit by bit by bit over the course of the next few days, and it'll be sold on. EA will sort of withhold some supply of these cards so that the icon packs aren't that cheap to do. But you'll see it rise, so that's fine. But what I was talking to you guys about yesterday was buying into Thursday flips and how at the moment I like special cards for how they're sort of fluctuating and how they're good for Thursday flips. So on the website we tend to go quite safe with our Thursday flips and sort of guarantee you good profit every week. But as a standard thought process, when you do Thursday flips, you can just use cards that you know the fluctuations of quite well. Cards you guys know I like really well this year: Yedda, Zaha, Bamba. As you can see, this Hernandez is a new one to me, but I quite like the fluctuation on him at the moment. And basically, I bought into a load of these cards because they were low today, and I thought, you know what? Let's see what they're doing. I want to show you guys the effect of this as I do it, and how we make profit from these cards. So, as a starting point, let's look at what we paid for cards. So, Yedda, 81, 85, 85, 84, 86, 85, 84, 85, 81. And there's a couple more here, 84 and 85. Zaha's we tried to keep in and around 55 and 56, and no higher than that ideally. We tried to keep the price down on those quite a bit. Bamba's again in around 41, no more real than that. And then Hernandez, we've got a couple of these. There's a few of these in the club as well, right? It's important you know that. There's an 81 there, there's an 80,000 coin there. Now what I did was I bought the ones that I like the prices of, and all I've done since then is every now and then come back and compare price on these cards just to see if there are any more better deals on the market at that moment in time. So right now, for example, there's an 85 Hernandez there, which I don't even mind. It's not a bad deal. But I just compare price every now and then. I just come through and have a look at Bamba and go, okay, cool, at 39, we're happy with him. So what's he currently selling for? Sort of flick through it and you see 40s there. We're seeing 41s as well, and I've been pretty happy at 40, I'm not going to lie to you. So for me, as long as they're hunters, I'm pretty happy with that card. I'm pretty happy with that buy. The thing is, they're going to go up into Weekend League either way. These cards are going to rise into Weekend League. Informs are probably going to rise either way. We'll buy the 38k one there. I might buy that 45,500 one as well. Just buy loads of Bambas. The informs are probably going to rise into this content we've got at the moment in any event, because right now we need informs for every team. I'm going to buy this one as well. Sorry if I just keep pausing, but I just want to make sure I'm buying all the ones that I want to buy. So I know Bamba's been selling for 45 all day. I've seen him selling for 45 all day, so I'm happy to buy a few of them. Now, I don't want to buy tons more of them with the same card left, right and centre, but that's enough for now. A Bamba. But basically, what I want to show you guys is how the market fluctuates over hopefully the next 24 hours in terms of sales. Will I sell every single one of these cards straight away? Probably not, but I will make profit off of a lot of them relatively quickly because that's just basically how the market works during the day. It's going to drop during the day and now, and then tomorrow Weekend League rewards come around, everyone buys their teams. Now that we don't have a loading screen, like it's been confirmed there's no loading screen, there's an 84 there as well. Do you know what? I'm going to buy Mr. 84. Now we've confirmed there's no loading screen. We know there's no loading screen for tonight for any potential promo. These 86 are not bad either. Any potential promo that's coming, the market should settle. And basically, when we buy these cards, we buy them with the thought process that they're going to rise into Weekend League. But there's always that risk that no matter what happens, you buy these cards, EA drop a loading screen, and the market gets absolutely hammered. What hasn't happened today is that loading screen coming out. So really, the market is starting to climb on so many special cards. And so for me, I'm going to look to sort of sell these overnight for a good 5-6k profit each. Now, I've got something in the region of 40 to 45k cards, I think, in total, across everything that I've bought. So something in the region of 200 to 300,000 coins profit would be nice, bearing in mind how much little work we've done. Now, if you guys want to look at how this method works, down below there are usual links for you guys and how we pick them up, how to work with fluctuations. And yesterday's video was talking to you about how the market is currently acting with promos, with special cards at the moment, and with this Icon SBC that sort of got it a little bit skittish. If you want to have a look at those videos, watch them in detail to get an idea of it. But you can see what we bought these cards for, you can see what we're going to be selling them for. I'll come back to you tomorrow with some sales, hopefully. I'll see you then. Alright guys, so next morning, and it's been a very good set of sales. So we're going to talk about Yedda in a second. But Zaha we've done very well on, 61s and 62s on him at the moment. Bamba, as always, done brilliant, 45s, relatively easy. The ones that give me a headache at the moment, Hernandez and Yedda. So we've got those two Yeddas just there, sold for 88 and 89. After I bought him last night, someone came along and mass listed about 50 of him at 88k, and it just held his price down ridiculously. So we're not going to make a loss on him. It's more that we might make a break even, which is a bit frustrating, but I'm just going to hold a little bit. I tested the waters at 88, 89 to see if he sold, and he sold at 88 and 89, but there are some on for 89 and 90 at the moment. So he's looking like a break even. In terms of fodder, what I've gone and done is I've mass listed Koke above what he's currently selling for, just to test the water on lazy buys. Now, my advice to everyone that's bought fodder is to hold your fodder. You're in no rush at all. The problem that I have with the content I bring out for you guys is I need space in my transfer pile to be able to put cards there. So if let's say I do League SBC method, I need to be able to put cards up to my transfer pile to sell on. I make the profit out of them that I need to make out of them to offset League SBC method. So it's something that I've got to be careful about in that sense. So now if I do sell my specials today relatively well, most of my fodder will hold as we sell another card. I'm assuming it's a Bamba that's just gone. Yeah, it's definitely another Bamba. Bamba's it's just brilliant. I just love that guy. What a guy. If I sell the special cards, it's fine, but I've also got some of the special cards I bought in the club, and I'm still unassigned on Bambas down here. So I'm able to clear the pile off now by showing you guys it, but I can't really hold it. I can't hold this fodder for too long. I just don't really want to sell it because I know it will get 20k plus eventually, and so I really don't want to sell it. It's been held down a little bit this morning because of rival rewards, which we expected. After today, if we don't get a loading screen, fodder's only going to go up in value if we don't get any promo packs and stuff like that over the course next day or two. It's also in EA's interest. Jacob in my YouTube chat made a good point, and it's what I've said to you guys a fair few times. It's not in EA's interest for fodder to be cheap, because it makes opening packs not worth it. It makes it less worth it because cards are worth less green. So for them, they're going to want to bring the price of that fodder up. They don't want you doing 5 or 6 icon packs. They want you doing 1 or 2 and then buying FIFA points to do 2 or 3 more. So that's where we're at the moment. Again, really good solid sales overnight and this morning. Yedda's the one I think that might sting me a little bit. I don't think I'll lose on him, but I think I'll break even. And when you put that much coins into a player, you ideally don't want to be breaking even. But that is the nature of trading. Sometimes it just goes that way. But we'll get this stuff cleared off. Allow me to list up the rest of the Bambas and stuff like that. I'll be right back. Right guys, so nice update for you. We are now at 2.25 million and stuff is sold. This Paulino, I don't know if I showed you it yesterday, but it was in the club by accident. We paid 37 for it. Sold it on stream for 45. Hernandez is gone, which is nice. Zaha's done very, very well for us. The only one that we've not actually done overly well on is Yedda, but we've not lost on him, we've just broken even. And again, sometimes that's what happens. And with the fodder, now some of you were asking or saying you want to sell your fodder, do what I did, overlist it. Don't list it for the price it's currently selling for. List them on mass for 2 or 3k more if you really need to get rid of these cards, as something else I just sold. If you really need to get rid of these cards, do it that way, because you'll probably sell 1 or 2 each time that you list them up and whatnot, and you'll make profit from them that way. I genuinely believe that if you hold it longer, you'll make more profit off of it. But we've still got a ton left to sell of fodder. We've still got, remember, we've got the shadows in the club as well, and the position changes we bought the other day. They're all there. So that's basically what I've done in the last 24 hours. But let's talk about what you guys want to be doing for the next 24 hours. So the first thing to talk about is obviously going to be marquee matchup silvers tonight. Silvers are holding very, very low at the moment, and the reason for that is there's not really any demand for League SBC packs outside of those of us that grind for things like the Icon pack and stuff like that. That's that. The thing that will change that is if we do get a team of the knockout stage or whatever it's going to be called tomorrow, we'll get a loan screen for that tonight if we're going to get it. The thing that you have to think about the silvers though is they're always profitable if you buy low enough. The market on silvers right now is extremely low. Like, we are talking as low as it really has been for a long, long while. Purely because there is no demand. There's very little demand for what is on the game right now. So if we look at Mines, for example, their centre-backs, these guys can touch 2.5k when there's demand. Right now, they are like next to nothing. So if you're willing to hold long-term, these will do well, because if we get a promo with Team of Knockout stage and it's good, tomorrow they'll rise because people want to open packs up from League SBC for those cards. If we don't get that, then they'll hold low because there's no demand to open them up. However, TOTS is coming. And so if you can go out and buy one of each of these cards and stick them in your club, during TOTS you can sell them for profit, or you can do those cards cheaper and do those packs cheaper for League SBC method because you've got those cards very, very cheap. A lot of you are asking about the Premier League and things like, for example, West Brom Silvers. Their centre-backs right now are extremely low. They're very, very low. They're 12, 13k when these guys consistently have been 30k throughout this whole year. So the strikers, they could be a good investment. The problem you've got is if they come back with altered requirements and suddenly you don't need as many centre-backs, or you only need 6 players for West Brom, for example, that will hurt them if you buy them. It will really, really hurt them. So you have to be careful with that. And I don't know if I like investing in 13k centre-backs in the hope that EA keep the requirements the same. I think they probably do keep the requirements the same. But also, when's your return going to come? Because if there is no promo, these cards aren't going to rise suddenly and just bounce up in price. They'll rise during TOTS, and I feel like you can probably buy these cards relatively cheaply for the next few days. Because what happens is everyone goes out and buys these cards, the SBC gets released, and then everyone lists them. And what happens is, buy-in at 6 PM on the day the Premier League gets released, they rise in price, then everyone lists, they crash back down again. It's what happened with the Bundesliga. It happens every time. It's what I explained to you guys. So I'd be very, very careful with that. The flip side of that as well is icons are down quite a bit right now because of the icon pack. If you've got coins and you can see the dip, I mean, look at Hullet. 90 Hullet is down at 2.7 million coins at the moment, which is cheap. Extremely cheap for him compared to where he's been for most of this year. 2.79 at the moment. Do I think he bounces back massively? Potentially not, because there's a lot of options outside of him on the game this year and TOTS coming. But I don't think he holds 2.7 million for long. I think he does bounce back a little bit. But it'll be interesting to see the content. The content will affect that. Special cards themselves, you've seen it on the video. They're done very, very well. Team of the week specifically during marquee matchups could be a good play. If we don't get any promo, Fodder and Team of the Weeks are just going to rise because there's no promo pack supply to keep them down. So Team of the Weeks we've got right now and from last week will keep rising as more people do the Prime pack. And there's talk of a Prime or Moments pack or a Moments pack coming. So that will only increase it. A Moments pack will absolutely boom the market because people will want to do a Moments pack without a doubt. Most of Moments icons are very, very usable. So you have to be mindful of that. But that's really your plays. That's me basically buying and selling and me always showing you guys. I'm being honest. You guys know I don't lie. If something's gone well, I'll tell you fantastic, it's gone well. But the Yedders, for example, are break even. I never pretend like everything I buy is perfect. We've done very, very well overnight. Extremely well overnight, in fact. But sometimes there's only so much you can do. Sometimes Yedder just won't rise. I'll hold him for a little bit longer today, but I'll be out of him by 6 PM. But that's the end of the video. If you are new around here, as always, make sure you subscribe down below. Make sure your notifications are turned on so you never miss an upload. But for now, I am out. Peace out. I will speak to you soon.